I don't die. Cold, these brothers my guys. Know that they fly. Know that they fly. Know that they ride or die. CJ Ike, they ain't no longer a bar. They ain't no longer a bar. They ain't no longer a bar. CJ Ike, they ain't no longer a bar. Know that they ride or die. Know that they ride or die. I keep waving my seat. Know that they ride or die. I keep waving my seat. Baby hustle, but the night waving my seat. Know that they ride or die.
Hello, cousin. I am Uncle Mike. Your favorite YouTuber's favorite uncle. And we are going to be recreating another flight here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 on the Xbox Series X. And I really don't have a lot of NOTAMs or notifications to tell you about because, well, finally got over 500 subscribers. So thank you so much, everybody. And with that, then, I also did my $50 US Xbox digital code giveaway. So maybe the next giveaway is at 1,000 subscribers. Probably. I'm having a lot of fun with my YouTube channel of being just Uncle Mike here. 1 in 8 billion. That's pretty damn unique. And so, yeah. With that, let's go ahead and get into it. And so just as a reminder, if you're watching this recorded, then please click that like button. If you're here already in chat, then good evening here on this Mike Day, hump day as most people call it, but it's actually Mike Day here. What is this, May 24th or something like that? So yeah, we're going to be taking this about a 1 hour, I think, in the air flight and in the TBM. So we'll check that out. It's one of my also really favorite airplanes here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 on the Xbox Series X. But yeah, click that like button if you do. Subscribe if you haven't. Share, comment. Come join me in chat in a future live stream. And with that, let's go ahead and game on. So here we are. The TBM 930 in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 on the Xbox Series X. It is a stock airplane, an amazing airplane here for the console. And the reason being is it just flies really well and it controls really well. And it's got touchscreens for the avionics, which actually work, the G3000 suite. And so, yeah, November 3/6, Uncle Mike here. Uniform, Mike. Yeah, I know. But here we are. We're going to go ahead and do, not really a study level flight, because I don't know if you really do study level flights in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 on the Xbox Series X. But we're going to go ahead and start cold, dark, get everything started up, booted up, and all that kind of stuff. And then we are flying from Wincombe. I know it is Booker, but basically the London area, down south, down to Jersey. I don't know, down to Jersey. I don't even know what island that is. I have to look it up. Maybe while we're in flight, maybe we can actually look up, see what Jersey is. But the airport identifiers. They are Echo Golf Tango Bravo. That's Booker up here by London, and then Echo Golf Julia Gouliet. No. What a great show. I might have to watch that show now. But yeah, that's where we're at here up in Booker, and we're heading down to Jersey. So like I said, about a 1 hour flight, but it is a recreation of a flight that was done by a real pilot tuber. That's what I call pilots who make YouTube videos. I call them pilot tubers. A new one that I found, his name's like Richard Tyrer or something like that. And I put a link down in the description below so you can actually go watch the real flight. It's actually in a TBM 940, but it's also from Booker down to Jersey. So we're kind of recreating his flight there. So let's go ahead and jump into the aircraft here. let's go ahead and get this door closed. That's the door handle. I'm not really sure how to close the door. Okay. That's to open the lock. But how do I close? All right, there we go. We got the door. I think it's locked. We'll probably get a CAS message if it's not shut, but we'll see. All right, just so we can actually see everything, I'm going to go ahead and take the yokes away. The yokes are away. And so with that, we're just going to kind of do a check here. Everything come across the board. Everything is pretty much off, off, off. Lights are off. Crash bar is down. Starter is off. Ignition's on auto. Looks good. Auxiliary boost pump is in off right now. Fuel selector is in manual. Autopilot trim and trim is all off. Everything looks good there. And then we'll come over here to this flow and everything looks good. Off, 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 off. Parking brake though is on. Gears down. Bleed is off. Everything is off. We're in idle. Flaps are up. Yep, everything looks great. So with that, let's go ahead and reset the view. And let's go ahead and get the crash bar up. Let's go ahead and go to battery. And we'll go ahead and go to main generator here and prepare for the start. Let's go ahead and get some panel lights here. There we go. There we go. Now you can see we're going to let everything boot up here. Got to do all the alignments, keeping the wings level. Well, as level as this ground is right here. So map is all booted up. So we've got actually two screens here. So we've got map. We can actually, this is traffic right now, but we can actually come over here with the multifunction display, go over to the second pane, and we can actually bring up the weather over here on this one. So let's, maybe we'll do that. I'll bring up the weather right there. We'll see. We got some low clouds if you look, but we got some holes and all that kind of stuff. So it should be a pretty fun flight. I actually thumbnailed that we were going to do live weather. The problem with live weather though for this was it was totally clear. England, hello, totally clear. Not right. So I went in one of my preset ones. This is amazing low towering clouds or something like that. So let's provide some pockets that gives us some more texture when we're in the air. So, all right, everything is warmed up. Okay, let's come over here and let's just do some little stuff. I don't want the traffic map inset. There's no wind as of right now. AOA looks good. We're on GPS or flight management system, so everything looks good there. So yeah, everything is looking good. So battery, let's go ahead and just check all the systems here. We oil pressure, we know door. Ooh, okay, so door, we do have a problem with the door. There we go. Ha, told you. If I did something wrong, go and tell me. Oil pressure, parking brake is on. Fuel pressure is low. We know this auto select. Yep, bleed is off. Low voltage. Yep, okay, everything is as expected there on the old warnings. So I'm not too worried about that. So the process is going to be, we're going to go ahead and turn on the boost pump here for start. And what we'll do is we'll hit the starter here, and then we'll move the throttle into low idle and get this thing started here. So we're operating the aircraft. So let's go ahead and turn on nav lights so we can come out here and you can see the red light there on that wing, and green light back over here. Is everything on? And white light somewhere over back over here. Okay. All right, so we're operating the aircraft. Everything is looking good. I like what I see. So what we'll do is we'll come over here, and I'm going to go ahead. Ignition can come to auto. It's not really raining or anything on us, so we can go ahead and turn the boost pump on. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and hit the starter. 1 banana, 2 banana. Okay, there we go. And now what we're going to do is come down here, and NG is coming up. And 8, 9, 10, 11, and we're beyond 12. So let's go ahead and move the throttle into low idle. There we go. NG's coming up. ITT's already stabilized at about, oh, here it comes. It's coming up 480, 500. Everything is looking good. 529, 530, and capped out at 530. So we're looking good there. So I'm going to go master cautions off. All right. So that's looking good. I'm going to go ahead and come down here. We're going to go ahead and turn on the heaters. Inertial separator can go ahead and come on for takeoff and taxi. All right. And we'll go ahead and bleed for pressurization. Go to auto. And we'll come back up here. And fuel selector can now go to auto. Autopilot and trim can come on. Boost pump can go ahead and go to auto. All right, everything is looking real good now. And let's go ahead and set some things. We know we're going to be taking off on runway 24 out of here, which is just a quick taxi and a quick takeoff right here. We can go ahead and just cycle the autopilot, make sure everything comes on and off. Yep, everything comes on. We are going to be, well, we'll get our clearance. We'll find out what we need to do once we get our clearance. So, clearance from Clarence. So, we're going to expect 9,000. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and go into fast idle there. Let everything warm up. Flight plan is already has been programmed in, so we're good there. So we got inertial separator on, parking brake is on, everything else is looking good. We'll need to go ahead and flip on taxi lights and all that when we are ready to move, but we are not ready to move here. So let's go ahead and bring up ATC and let's go ahead and get our clearance.
IFR to Jersey, ready to copy. Uncle Tree is cleared to Jersey.
All right. Yep.
Takeoff runway 24 climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure frequency is 118 decimal for 75
118-475-6253. All right. Call that feed. Read that back.
Uncle Tree cleared to Jersey.
9,000. So we'll go ahead and bug 9,000.
Runway 24 climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure on 118 decimal 475 squawk 6253. Uncle Tree read back correct. Contact ground on.
All right, everything is looking good there. I'm gonna go ahead and set autopilot for everything that we want. So we're gonna go basically climb out here at 150 knots. 150 knots. So yeah, everything is, I think we've got everything set right now. Yaw dampener though needs to come off. I cycled the autopilot, that's why I did that. And let's go ahead now and turn on strobe and taxi lights. And I say we get out of here.
Wickham ground, Uncle Tree, ready to taxi IFR. Uncle Tree, taxi to and hold short of runway 24 via taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 126 decimal 55 when ready. Taxiing hold short runway 24 using taxiway Alpha Uncle Tree.
All right, brakes come off. A little bit of power. You know what? It helps if I actually come over here and here we go. Put that over into low idle. There we go. Look, now we got throttle. And let's check the brakes. Brakes are looking good. All right, quick taxi here to runway 24. It's just right over here. Try over these cones here. All right. Go ahead and put takeoff flaps set. It's a little airport here, this little Booker or whatever it is. All right, here we are. Ooh, look at that cloud out there. Oh, there's airplane. Look at this airplane right there. You can see its anti-smash lights. That is so cool. All right, we are ready to go. Heading bug is set for runway 24. We know what we're going to be doing. We're going to be climbing out 150 knots. Flight level change. I'm going to go ahead and bug heading mode for now. Yeah, so that's, I think we know what we're going to do. Climb to 9,000, runway heading, and let's do ATC. So let's go ahead and tune to the tower, and let's go ahead.
Wickham Tower, Uncle Tree, tree ready for IFR departure, runway 24. Uncle Tree, altimeter, 29.35, calm. Cleared for takeoff, runway 24.
Ready to go.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Uncle Tree.
Here we go. The TBM 930 Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 on the Xbox Series X. Now it's a fairly short runway here, so we're going to come out here and we're going to go ahead and get set up right here. All right. I like what we got. We're going to rotate a little bit early here, about 80 knots or so. Let's go ahead and just make sure trim is set. Trim is set. Rudder trim is already set into the controller, so flaps are down. We're ready to go. So, all right, power's coming in. Hold the brakes, and look and see what I like. I like all my T's and P's there. Looking good, looking good, looking good. And the brakes come off. Power's coming in. Reset the view. All right, and we're rolling. Airspeed's alive, 30 knots. 50 knots. And there comes a nice easy rotation. And climb out. And establish Bob's rate. And gears coming up. That's through 110, I like it. Flaps coming up. Go ahead and clean this up. There we are, climbing out.
Uncle Tree, contact London Center on 118.475.
Trim. As we accelerate, we're gonna need a little bit more trim. Oh, what we got? We got an ITT warning. We're gonna back off the power. There we go. Oh. Back off the power. There we go. Oh, a little bit too much there. That's a little bit too much off the power. Yeah. I copied. I'm working something out here.
118.475
All right.
for Uncle Tree.
Climb it up. Switching over.
London Center, Uncle Tree is passing 2,600 feet, climbing 9,000 feet. Uncle Tree, London Center altimeter 29.35. Continue to Cali as planned.
All right, it's all on us as planned. Oh.
Uncle Tree traffic is 4 o'clock, 4 miles at 4,000 feet, Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in.
We're in the clouds, man. We're not gonna be seeing nothing. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start a turn here. Go ahead.
Uncle Tree traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles at 6,000 feet, Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight.
Let's go ahead and switch this over to traffic. See if they come up on our traffic there. All right, 150 knots climbing out. Had a little bit of ITT warning there, but we're still climbing through. I'm going to go ahead and keep the inertial separator on. I think we're going through a little bit of weather here. Still climbing out 150 knots, passing through 5,500 feet.
Cessna Papa Golf Kilo, you are 46 miles south. Descend and maintain 8,000.
Oh, popping out of the clouds. Check that out. Oh, that's awesome. All right, I am going to go ahead. Oh, I didn't actually turn on landing lights. I just kept taxi lights, but I'm going to go ahead and turn on. Oh, that's annoying. We're not going to turn off the pulse. I'm going to turn on landing lights. There we go. All right, we are coming up now on our flight plan. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on FMS, which is our flight management system. So now we are climbing out 150 through 7,000 feet. And let Otto, our German co-pilot here, go ahead and take us through the turn. We're going up to 9,000 feet. That was part of the that's part of the plan. It's part of the plan. We should bust out of this weather, I would think, once we get up there, but we'll see. We'll see. We might be in and out of it though. Oh, say that. Woohoo! That was pretty cool. All right. 800 to go, still climbing 150 knots. Everything looks good. I like the T's and P's. Had an ITT warning there on the climb out, but I gave it a lot of power. A lot of power. All right, looking at the weather here, I think we're going to be clear for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the inertial separator off. And coming out, Otto is leveling us off here at 9,000 feet. What is the outside air temperature? Outside air temperature is still above freezing, so I'm not too worried about icing right now. Still could get icing, but I'm not too worried about it. This plane's got some nice de-ice systems in it, so again, not too worried about it. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. That is amazing. No, let's do it right. That is amazing. And what a great aircraft, though. This is just, And then with all these touch screens down here, just makes it so much easier, you know? So, all right, let's go ahead and go over to that. Let's go ahead and zoom this out a little bit. There we go, 10 miles out. We can go back to that one. We could actually zoom that out. We'll zoom that in. There we go, something like that. That's traffic over there, so that's cool. Don't have much wind or anything like that, so we just got clouds right now. So we also got some views here. Check out this. Oh yeah, that's the cocktail view. Cocktail view there. That's nice, huh? What else we got? We got full panel view, IFR view. There you go. There you go. You're my co-pilot. There you go. That's your view out the wing with the beautiful winglets, aileron spoilers, and all that kind of stuff out there. We'll go ahead. We're still below 10,000 feet, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep the landing lights on. You know, because we'll still see. Let's see what happens if we turn those pulses back on. Is it just annoying? Yeah, it's just kind of annoying, see? So I think for just, you know, our purposes, we're going to go ahead and turn off the lights. We are cruising along here at about 224 knots airspeed and 270 knots over the ground. So, not a bad little flight going on here. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. Look at that. Wow. Look at... I'm going to take a screenshot of that. That deserves a screenshot. Look at that. That is amazing. But we are just cruising along here. 224 knots. 268 over the ground. Yeah, descend. What are you doing? Crazy pilots. Look at that. I need to do more flying over here in England. England. The land of... I don't know. of the English. Yeah, that's cool. And then we got cocktail view, where we kick back. We're just like, oh yeah, yeah. We're just gonna enjoy the view, sipping the cocktails. Everything's looking good. I like everything. Everything's looked good. Cast system is clear. The board is clear. Don't see any traffic. We can. We're probably going to hear a lot of traffic, and the reason why we're hearing a lot of traffic is we're in London Center, right? So back over there is London, and Heathrow and Gatwick is out here, and all this kind of stuff. So that's one of the reasons why we got so much chatter going on right now. Busy airspace. And I think we're due for a ATC upgrade on the console. It's a lot of fun. It's really good, but it would be kind of nice if it was maybe a little more, not realistic, but well, yeah, I'll say realistic. So sometimes I get like confused, and so you're just like flying off. But I guess that's really could happen, right? But I mean, there's some things you can do. You can like request, to the next waypoint and stuff like that. So I think they kind of turn you around. But sometimes it just seems like they get confused, like they're kind of re-re's, So we're just flying along here. Like I said, it's only about an hour flight in the air from Booker there down to Jersey. So we're going to be basically out in the English Channel. So watch this. This should be really good. We're in the cloud. She's just like, here comes, watch this. See how it pops up. Oh man, that is so cool. Look at that. Look. Game Pass. Xbox Series X. I did play this on the Series S. Thumbs up because it was amazing then. Thumbs up because it is amazing now. Amazing. So, look at this. Look, I mean, come on. Spectacular. Remember I said about it adds texture? I mean, that's what I'm talking about. And we're heading right for it. Well, we're going to make a little turn. We're heading right for it. Where we just kick back now. You can look out the window if you want. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Where would this be? Like South Sussex, I think, England. On the other side of the airplane, I would imagine somewhere out over there is like Canterbury. Over there, maybe like Bath and Salisbury. Maybe straight ahead is like Chichester and Rye. Look at that. I mean, when I fly commercially, I mean, I could just sit and just look out the window, right? Just like this. That's amazing. I'm sure there's a commercial agreement of why they used Bing Maps instead of Google Maps. So this is Bing aerial photography. Still amazing. So, all right, I'm just taking a look, make sure the live stream is healthy. Looks good. I see all the little green stuff bouncing up and down as I talk, and the noise and the sound and all that. So everything's looking good in the neighborhood. All right, come down over here. Let's go. Let's look at. We're on this. Look at aircraft systems. So fuels looks good. Electrical power. Everything's looking good. Electrical power. What's general? Okay. Weight and fuel. We could have synced, but I didn't sync anything. So, and lighting configuration. Master. All's good. That's pretty cool though. You can turn it like down, I guess. See, the touchscreens are really cool. Here. Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, that's cool. Going like, oh, okay, yeah. Oh, we're starting our turn here. So that's cool. Aircraft system, utilities, waypoint. Oh, speed bugs. Here we go. We'll turn on speed bugs. So we'll do all on. You can set them. That's cool. Okay. So speed bugs now are on there. Everything's still looking good. Everything's in the green. Looking good in the neighborhood. Go ahead and put that back onto traffic. And there we are. All right, we are coming here to the coast. Because we are going to go over the, what would that be? Like, I guess the southern part of the English Channel down to Jersey. So I said I was going to look this up. So let me look it up here on Google Maps. And see where we're actually going. I mean, I'm recreating this flight by that pilot tuber. And again, you can go down the description and
Generic Foxtrot Romeo uniform traffic is 2 o'clock 4 miles at 4,200 feet Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight.
oh yeah. Oh, there's like
Cessna Romeo
there's Guernsey and Jersey, the island of Jersey. Ah, the island is called Jersey. Oh, this is like Southampton.
Cessna Romeo Charlie Echo have the traffic.
Yeah, it's like Southampton. Let's see.
Foxtrot Romeo uniform have the Cessna Skyhawk in sight.
Yeah, the sit right up here. That's Southampton right there. There's a big old cruise ship or ship down there. You can see it right off the tail. That's cool. Okay. Oh, the Isle of Wight. There it is. We're gonna go over the Isle. Are we gonna go over the Isle of Wight? Let me zoom out here. Let's go back over to that side. Yeah, right over the tail, the tip of the Isle of Wight. So this is the Isle of Wight over here above the cockpit and stuff. Very cool. Ooh, was that a trap? Is that no? It's not an airplane. Very cool. This turned out to be an amazing flight already.
Cessna Bravo Romeo Tango descend and maintain
Okay.
100 feet.
And then we're gonna go over the tip of. Okay. Yeah. Very cool. Then we're over the English Channel here. Okay. All right. Well, I learned a little bit about like okay what we're doing here. So this is right here, right off the nose here. This is the tip of the Isle of Wight. Oh. Oh. We're going up.
Cessna Alpha Uniform Tango have the Cessna Skyhawk in sight.
Climb and maintain 13,000 feet, Uncle Tree.
Cessna Quebec Hotel, Mike, you are 66 miles south. Descend and maintain
All right, we'll do a 200-knot climb.
visual runway 26 approach.
Climbing on up to the east side to a deluxe 13,000 feet in the sky.
Expect vectors, visual runway 26 approach, Cessna Quebec Hotel, Mike.
Like I said, real busy down here in the London area, southern England. So a lot of radio chatter going on. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get a better climb here. We're gonna go 175 knots, 175 knots. Let's get it going. There we go. Let's get it going. I like what I'm seeing. Everything's looking good in the green. Don't see any traffic. All right, we just switched to the next waypoint. All right, we're at 175 knots there on the old climb. Ooh, that looks a little dark. Ooh, that looks like some dark clouds. Let's go ahead and go over here and switch this over. And let's go to weather. Let's zoom out here. Might take a while for the weather to load. I'm not really sure. What does it say? Connects weather. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we actually get weather. Let's see. I have another radar we can do. We can do weather with. Oh. All right, 9,000.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet, Uncle Tree.
Back down 9,000. They really don't know what they want me to do they? We'll go ahead and descend down here 1,000 feet per minute. I'm gonna come off the power a little bit in the descent. All right. Well, there's no. Doesn't look like really any weather right now. Just clouds. Just clouds. All right, so we're gonna switch back over to traffic. Look at this. All right, well we are now over the English Channel. That's amazing. We are descended on back down to 9,000, 1,000 feet per minute. Just easy, chillax. No reason to, like, you know, really push the pressurization system. All right. Because we might get vectors to the ILS runway 26 in Jersey, I'm gonna go ahead and center the heading bug here, so we're ready to go if we need to go into heading mode. And there comes our turn on the flight plan. Beautiful. Well, let's see what it looks like out your window. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's real pretty there. Martini view. Oh, beautiful. All right, just checking, looking at everything's looking good. Sitting down 11,000 feet, going to 9,000. Beautiful, just amazing. Wow. That Cessna Mike November is freaking me out because every time I hear Mike, I'm like, what? It's like, what? It's like, what's going on? Is that, oh no, it's just gunk on the window. See if we see any ships in the English Channel, but I don't see any. Beautiful weather though. All right, you know what? I don't think we're gonna have much traffic out here. So what we're gonna do instead is I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the flight plan. All right, looks like 10,000 feet, something like that. Then we finally get down to 3,000 feet for over Jersey VOR, which is the initial approach fix. Then we kind of got a procedure turn, probably to send us down to 2,000 feet for the approach. So, all right, very good. All right, 9,600 going to 9,000. 1,000 feet per minute, 250 knots. We need to make sure we go ahead and add a little bit of oomph. Once we start leveling off at 9,000 feet. Keep that speed going a little bit. Go back to about 90 torque, 90% torque. All right, start adding the throttle here, nice and easy as the plane starts to level out. Keep that speed going. There we go. ITT's looking good. NG's looking good. Prop RPM is auto set. And torque looks good, so there we go. Holding about 220 knots, which means we are 264 knots over the ground. Just kind of got this clouds building, but no real wind, so that's nice. Not to battle a headwind or anything like that. And then on our map, that waypoint right there, ORTAC, that it's listed right there, so we'll start to then see our waypoints listed and highlight down there in the flight management system. The system. Just a beautiful water here in the English Channel. Martini view. It's a cool wing, though. It's a beautiful wing. I like how they got the little, aileron spoilers there that also deploy for roll control. One up here on the waypoint is Vexen. I'm up on Vexen, a little bit of a right turn, then about 15 miles to ORTAC. And then Angla. And then basically is the initial approach fix, and we kind of got a procedure turn we've got to do. And then for inbound, then runway 26 ILS. Maybe what we can do is we can actually just shoot the ILS like right here in this view. And then kind of do a head pop up, at decision height. Maybe, well, we'll think about doing that. That'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty cool. Hey, if you're down there and if you're watching out there, then hey, please click that like button if you do. Subscribe if you haven't. Comment, share. Come join me in chatting in the future live stream, and we'll continue our flight. It was interesting because the ATC was really busy when we were out in London. Now it's really tapered off, so shouldn't be too much of a stress point here for this approach. On the real video, on the real flight that was done, that is again linked down in the description below. It was interesting because on the radio chatter you can hear that one of the red arrows, yes, the English Royal Air Force, flight demonstration team had a problem with this landing gear. I think the landing gear was down, but it was indicating that it wasn't locked, or it was in red condition, but it was down, something like that. But it's very interesting on the actual chatter in their ears. So everything's looking good. We're definitely over the English Channel here. Weather looks good. It's been fun to have this extra texture of these towering, not really towering, but these larger, kind of puff, the magic dragon lived by the sea. To have these puff clouds. It's been fun. It was fun early on in the flight, kind of going in and out of them, just kind of adding another dynamic to the flight. Right to that.
120.15 Uncle Tree.
All right. Switch it on over. Let's give him a call.
Rest center, Uncle Tree, 9,000 feet.
Uncle Tree, breast center altimeter, 29.35. Continue to ANGLA as planned.
All right. We're continued as planned. Don't need a call. You can click. We can actually just, if we want to do click. Now, nice turn coming here. Gonna head to Angla. There we go. Now we're heading to Angla. Which, if we look now, there it is. See, Angla. It's now highlighted. We're at 9,000 feet for Angla. So we can expect here pretty soon that we're gonna get stepped down to 3,000 feet here. Like I said, I filed for the ILS runway 26 here into Jersey, so. Which is what they did in the pilot tuber video. Again, link in the description below. Booyah! See, this is what flying's like. Even real life flying. It's really now just a lot of monitoring, making sure the systems are good, making sure the systems don't do something weird. Everything is looking good. Traffic looks clear. I keep looking out the window, even though we're IFR. I think that's the tip of France right here. And some of the beaches there if we're World War II. I think that is that the island of Guernsey? I'm not sure. We got some islands over here. As we fly by. Okay. Yeah, it looks just amazing. You know, just the graphics, the immersion. Even though I'm sitting at a table and all that, it's very immersive. Just beautiful. Looks like we actually might need the ILS because we got clouds right in front of us here. So we might be not seeing so much on the old descent here. We're getting close. We're getting close. Take a look at the map here. What's it?
Uncle Tree, you are 3 miles north. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 26 approach via Juliet Sierra Yankee transition. Clear to Juliet Sierra Yankee. Uncle Tree, descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Uncle Tree, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 26 approach via Juliet Sierra Yankee transition. Clear to Juliet Sierra Yankee Uncle Tree.
Alright, we'll go 1,500 feet per minute.
Romeo Juliet contact Guernsey approach on 128.655. Good day.
Come back off the power.
Going to 128.655 Cessna Zulu Romeo.
Alright, sitting on down 3,000. I'm going to come over here. Let's go ahead and come over here and let's switch over to this. Let's go full. That way then we can really see a good map. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this too. So let's go 10 miles out. No, let's go 7.5 miles out. Yeah. All right, descending on down. 1,500 feet per minute. Speed looks good. I like what I'm seeing. Going down to 3,000. We are now direct to Juliet Sierra Yankee, which is the initial approach fix here for our instrument approach. So we'll see what they give us, because there's a good chance, like I said, we go to Jersey transition, and then we got to do basically almost like a procedure turn. So kind of a 270 to the left and loop around, and then on to the localizer and down into Jersey. All right, so I like the way the map it. That was for us, Uncle 333. Yep.
118.555 Uncle Tree.
That's a lot of numbers there.
Jersey approach Uncle Tree is at 6,200 feet, descending 3,000 feet.
Jersey approach altimeter 29.35. Continue to Juliet Sierra Yankee as planned.
All right, well, as planned. And we're coming into some weather and landing. We'll go ahead and turn the inertial separator on. Seeing these clouds that we've got here in front of us. In case you just got birds or debris or anything like that. So yeah. Looking good. Outside air temperature 18 Celsius, so we're good pretty much there. Yep, descending on down. 4,800 going for 3,220 knots. Like I said, what I'm expecting here is if it's just a standard approach, it's going to be Jersey, procedure turn to the left, ILS then inbound into Jersey runway 26. So that's what I am expecting. We'll taxi somewhere, park, shut her down. We'll do the full Monty. $1,000 to go. That's what that little alarm was. 3,800 going for 3. I'm going to go ahead and come off the power here. Slow down just a little bit more. And then, of course, when we level off, we'll slow down even more. No reason to go super fast here. So and we'll just either follow how we filed or follow what ATC gives us. So here we go, leveling off at 3,000. Altimeter is still 2935. We're gonna bleed off some speed here, but that's okay. We don't need to be super fast here. We're still 190 knots, still over 200 knots over the ground. So we're all good in the neighborhood. So we know that there's another step down that we need to do, which is step down to 2,000. So we'll see when they give that to us. So we got all the nav sources all set up. Everything is looking good. Traffic map, nope, don't need that. I'm gonna see what happens if I hit that though. Oh, it's an inset. Okay, yeah, we'll put the inset on. I'll put the inset on there. So in case we got some traffic here in the clouds. Inertial separator on, landing light is on, everything is still looking good in the neighborhood. I like what we see. So yeah, everything's looking good. Now you can see the filed flight path here. So we got to come into Jersey and then make basically a procedure turn and then inbound to runway 26. So All right, if we come over here and we read the placard, we can put the gear down below 178 knots, and the first notch are flaps. Also at 178 knots, and we're basically at 100. So I'm just going to come off the power just one more, just a little bit more here, and stay at our 178 knots so we can drop the gear, we can drop the first notch of flaps pretty much anytime we want. So kind of stay ahead of the plane, stay ahead of the plan too. Kind of visualize what we want to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here to multi-function display, and we're going to go ahead and zoom in. That way you can really, there you go, now you can really see our filed flight plan there. Going to go ahead and raise our seat up a little bit and look down so we can actually see things. And we're IMC here. There is the Isle of Jersey. We can see that right off the nose there. That's looking cool. And as we are coming up here onto our waypoint, which is Jersey, view R. So and we're still on the flight management system, so we're basically flying what we plan. There it is. All right, so we're good there. So
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Keep speed not above 185 knots. Uncle tree.
500 feet per minute. That way we don't speed up too much. Come off the power just a little bit.
Uncle tree, you are 7 miles east of Jersey. Contact Jersey Tower on 125.205 when inbound.
Tower on 125.205. Uncle tree.
All right, we'll call them when we're inbound. So we're outbound right now. But once we get that turn, we kind of come inbound, then we'll give them a call, then we'll be expecting to get the approach clearance. You can see our pattern over there on the multi-function display to the right. And then of course all of our flight instruments here on the left. Everything is looking good. Everything's looking good in the green for engines. Radar altimeter has now clicked on. So you can see the radar altimeter. So if you want to know, if you watch that right there, the RA, that is how far above the ground we are. So you can see that Jersey's like at 0 elevation. All right, we are now in our procedure turn here. Once we are finished this with turn, we'll probably go ahead and start getting a little dirty. Get a little dirty. What I mean by that is we'll go ahead and drop the gear, drop the approach flaps, get set up for shooting the ILS here. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and set the heading bug to what the GPS heading is, in case we need to go in heading mode. In case something happens, we lose the flight management system set up. So there we go. We are now at 2,000 feet, leveling off at 2,000 feet. Looking good. We're slowly decelerating here. We're at 160 knots, so I like that. Not uber fast, not uber slow. Approach is going to be 95 to 100, depending on the weather. So definitely need to shoot the ILS approach here, because can't see nothing. You gotta trust your instruments. All right, let's go ahead and tune Jersey Tower. And let's go ahead.
Jersey Tower, Uncle tree, 8 miles east, inbound ILS runway 26 approach.
Uncle tree, Jersey Tower. Altimeter 29.35 wind calm cleared ILS runway 26 approach.
Cleared ILS runway 26 approach. Uncle tree.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the nav source onto. Well, it didn't switch over, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep it here. I think maybe it automatically switches over at certain waypoints. So with that, I'll go ahead and go back on to FMS mode. We're at 2,000 feet, 163 knots. Slowly turn inbound here. We'll reset the heading bug to the new approach heading.
Uncle Tree, follow the aircraft on base. Wind calm cleared to land runway 26.
Cleared to land runway 26 Uncle Tree.
I don't see any traffic. I don't know. All right, I'm going to go ahead and multi-function display. Zoom in here. All right, nothing has switched over here in terms of ILS approach. We're supposed to be shooting ILS, but it's not. Didn't switch over. There's the runway. So I think I can call go around. Missed approach. Yep.
Jersey Tower, Uncle Tree is going missed.
Uncle Tree, contact Jersey approach on 118.555. Good day.
We never went ILS.
118.555 for Uncle Tree.
See what happens. I don't even know what happens now, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go heading mode. Maintain 2,000 feet. I don't have the published stuff, so.
Jersey approach Uncle Tree is missed approach at Jersey.
Uncle Tree, you are 1 mile east. Climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect our DME runway 26 approach via Juliet Sierra Yankee transition. Clear to Juliet Sierra Yankee.
All right, bring power in. I'm at 3,000.
Climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect VOR DME runway 26 approach via Juliet Sierra Yankee transition. Clear to Juliet Sierra Yankee Uncle Tree.
All right, we're going to go. We are going to activate the approach. Okay, there we go. We're climbing up 3,000 feet. Go FMS mode. Should start a turn here. Oh, it's beautiful though. There's the airport. So I guess I had to activate the ILS approach. Shit happens. So, what's up, Rex? Yeah, I just had to go missed approach because I probably didn't hit a button correctly or something like that. It's all good. What, what go wrong? All right, 3,000 feet. Come off the power here. Don't need to be going so fast. Yep. Oh yeah. Well, I tried to land, but like I said, I missed a button or something. So now I'm having to missed approach and go back around. They want me to do the VOR DME approach, but I went ahead and activated the ILS approach. So I'll follow their instructions. Damn English. But no, all's good, Rex. You got a lot of stuff going on. As you know, you're participating in some of the stuff going on. Everybody, Genosaurus Rex, who's in the chat, thumbs up because Rex is amazing. He's one of my players in my play-by-post Dungeons and Dragons adventures. I killed off one of his characters. Pissed me off, so I said, he's got to die. No, it just happened. But makes for a good story. We're having good time collaborating in this Dungeons and Dragons story. But yeah, just a lot of stuff going on, Rex. And so with D&D and work and wanting to live stream and do some other things, just and then with you guys talking about your mobile data, I was like, you know what? Maybe we'll take just a little hiatus for a few days. So, all right. So now we are direct to Juliet Sierra Yankee, which is Jersey VOR, here on the missed approach. I went ahead and activated the ILS. I am going to go ahead and set the heading bug. Might even just go in heading mode here real soon. Yeah, Angus could have been a pretty cool character, but just happens, you know. You almost killed Malagar. You almost killed him there in his cave, and that pissed him off that he almost died by a little. Oh. Oh, slowing down.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Keep speed not above 185 knots. Uncle tree.
All right, 2,000 feet. We're going to descend down at 1,000 feet per minute, so we'll make this change in a minute. And power's coming off. And we're in the turn. And so you can see what the big picture.
Uncle Tree, you are 6 miles east of Jersey. Contact Jersey Tower on 125.205 when inbound.
Tower on 125.205. Uncle tree.
All right, so we'll talk to the tower here. So we're back into our procedure turn. So same process here. But now we've activated the ILS because I can actually see that it's on our horizontal situation indicator here. So I'm just going to keep zeroing the heading bug just in case we got to go into heading mode. All right, so I do want us above 185. We're just about down to 2,000 feet. So we'll be slowing down here as soon as there we go. Leveling off. Let's go and bring the power in. Keep that power set somewhere so we can stay, below 178 knots, but not too low. All right, so we're still in that turn. Why 178 knots? Well, we went through that. That's why we can drop the landing gear and the first notch of flaps when we're below those speeds. So 178 knots, we got to be below that to drop the gear and the first notch of flaps. So. All right, so what we're going to do on this now that we've descended down to 2,000 feet, we're on the turn. Once we're inbound, we'll go ahead and we'll call the tower, but then what we'll also do is switch over to the ILS and get set up for the approach. It's probably going to be really a visual approach because we're almost already under the clouds here. So we should be able to see the runway the whole time. Or at least the majority of the time. At least when we get down to at least like 1,000 feet above the ground. So. Alright, just about inbound here on the turn. So we'll need to go ahead and call over to the tower. So let's go ahead and tune to the tower. And let's go ahead and give the tower a call.
Jersey Tower, Uncle Tree, Tree Niner, miles east, inbound for DME, runway 26 approach.
Uncle Tree, Jersey Tower. Altimeter 29.351 com, cleared for DME, runway 26 approach.
Cleared VOR, DME, runway.
I'm doing the ILS.
Uncle Tree.
They won't know the difference. You will, but they won't. And I don't actually have the approach plates for this, so. All right, I am going to go ahead now and get the heading bug on the way that we're heading here. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and go into heading mode. I'm also going to come over here and change this over to the localizer 1. So there's our, that's all good. So I could actually now, if we wanted to, and we can go over here and go to approach mode. And so I'm going to go ahead and make a little bit of a turn here so we don't have such a crazy, there it goes. It's going to intercept the localizer. So here goes Otto, our little German co-pilot. It's gonna, everything is looking good. So he's intercepted the localizer, intercepted the glide slope. We'll have to do some correction.
Uncle Tree wing com cleared to land runway 26.
Clear to land.
Cleared to land runway 26 Uncle Tree.
All right, gears coming down. First notch of flaps. All right, we lost our approach. So I'm gonna go manual. Autopilot is off. All right, power's coming off. All right, sitting on down here. All right, power's coming off some more. I went into approach mode late, so we lost the Otto, our German co-pilot, couldn't maintain. There we go. I think now we've recaptured it. Yep, there we go. But I don't need to recapture. We can see the runway, and so it's all us now. Autopilot is turned on there for a moment, but I didn't need to. We were doing good. All right, a little low. It's all good. We're fast. Full flaps coming in. That'll slow us down. A little late on the old approach here, but everything's looking good. So, all right, runway's made. Flight idle. Woo! Man, we didn't spill any martinis on that one. Heck yeah. Woo woo. Welcome to Jersey.
Uncle Tree contact ground on 121.905.
Yeah, right? Whatever.
121.905.
All right, let's clean up this up. Flaps coming up. Taxi lights coming on. Inertial separator for the taxi. Everything else can pretty much stay on. We don't need to probably flash anybody with the strobe. Yep, okay, I like it. And so is that. Let's go ahead and contact ground. And we want to go to, what do we want to do? Southeast parking or south parking? Let's do south parking.
Jersey ground Uncle Tree taxi to south parking.
Uncle Tree taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Echo Alpha Alpha Tree Foxtrot cross runway 26 Echo Alpha for Alpha Juliet.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Echo Alpha Alpha Tree Foxtrot cross runway 26 Echo Alpha for Alpha Juliet Uncle Tree.
Man, I'm not really sure where it's telling me to go. That way it looks like it tells me to go all the way around and then cross back over and then come back right. What? All right, I'm going to guess that we're going to go this way. All right. Don't know why there's like a Cessna at like the commercial gates, but there is. Oh, yep, that's where we need to go. I see our little box over here. I see our little box. Ooh, check out the C-130. That's cool. Oh yeah, that's cool right there. Yep, there's our dude. I don't know if we've got a... Oh, we do have a flag. Okay. Oh yeah, I got you. I got you now. I got you. Man, it's a bad place to stand, bro. Parking brake is on. Yeah. All right, inertial separator comes off. All the pitot heats comes off. Yes. All right, bleeds can go ahead and come off. Yes. All right, just go across the board here. Make sure we got everything that we like. All right, let's go ahead and come over here in the low idle. Let that. Oh, did it already just cut the power? Did I just go ahead and? Oh, that's cut off? No, I don't think so. Not yet. No, it's not cut off. It's just low idle. All right. Come up here to the top of the board. AP trim come off. Fuel selection go to manual. Luxury boost bump can come off. Ignition can stay on auto. Everything else looks good right there. Panels and all that. Strobes we've already turned off. Taxi lights can go and come off. Yippers. And we go and clear the board. We've had the feather, so now we'll go ahead and there we go. Master caution comes off. Yep. Caution. Everything looks good there. All right, and with that, ignition's already off. So all these are already off. Nav lights can come off. Generator comes off. Battery come off. Crash bar, go ahead and put it in position. And unlock the door. Try to unlock the door. I'm stuck in my own airplane. Yeah, right? You know what? Okay, fine. That's how you want to play it? How about this one? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I hear things clicking, but there ain't nothing happening. I'm stuck in the airplane. Don't know, folks. I don't think I need the battery. That would no, this is mechanical. Hey, here, click. See, is there an indicator? Okay, see this little green thing? Is that an indicator of, is it? Okay, see, red. Does that mean danger? Okay, there we go. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing wrong. This one is green, so that means it's, I guess maybe they were never locked in flight. I don't know. Well, there we go. At least we got it. We got it open. What? Something's not. Oh, I think it was loading the log book. Because something's not kosher here. See, look, it just closed the door on us. See? Something, it wasn't even loading the drone camera. All right, so this one, see, it says it's unlocked. See, now it went back to green, so something's not right with this. Because this should be drone camera, and it's not drone it's not moving. Well, there we go. There's just external view. Okay. Don't know. But we got the doors open. Whew. And we are at Jersey. Well, I have to say that was a fun flight. Again, this is a recreated flight of an actual flight by a pilot tuber. You can go click on the link in the description below to see the actual flight. It was actually in a TBM 940, not a TBM 930, but it was from Echo Golf Tango Bravo down here to Jersey. So same, almost, I think, really the same approach and stuff. Of course, they didn't have a missed approach. But that was fun. That kind of had to add to our excitement. And again, I'm not really sure why the drone camera, oh, there it is, isn't working, but there's the drone camera. So here is Jersey Airport and the island of Jersey in the drone view. There we are down there. So very cool there. So yeah, alrighty. Well, with that, I will say thank you for joining me here on this flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 in the Xbox Series X and the TBM 930 from Booker down to Jersey Island here with a missed approach because I didn't really, I guess, hit the right button to activate the approach first. So good to know. But yeah, we landed safely. It was a very actually nice landing. And it was fun to go from cold and dark back to cold and dark and the shutdown and all that kind of stuff. Kind of a pseudo study level flight and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, thank you for joining me here. Thumbs up because you are amazing, Rex. Thank you very much for joining. Nice to chat with you besides just our Dungeons & Dragons chat room on Discord. But click that like button if you do, subscribe if you haven't, comment, share. Come join me in chat in a future live stream. Yeah, I'll actually, before I go, Rex, I'll show you if I have more planes. I'll show you the plane. So while I'm talking here, I will go back to the menu. But yeah. So again, come join me in chat in a future live stream, which will maybe be Saturday evening, Friday or Saturday evening here. I'm not really sure. So we shall just see, because I'm now live streaming in the evening, just because with the dogs and all that, it just makes it so much nicer for me to do the stuff in the evening. So all right, so with that, let's go ahead and go back here into Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So here we are in our hangar. And so what you can do here is, if you want to see all the aircraft, so here's all the aircraft that I have to fly. So some of my favorites, it's just, this is real easy if you want to fly, big, there you go, right? So how do I switch camera? There it is. So I think it's like switches views. No. Okay. Let me go back to the hangar. Okay, there it is. Okay, not loaded far away. You gotta go out, come back in. So the Airbus 320, all fly-by-wire, amazing. It's what my buddy from high school flies. He's in the cockpit of Airbus 320. The Husky's really a lot of fun. Just for flying around and stuff, a lot of these aerobatics, the Pitts, the BD, and all that, fun. Beechcraft is amazing. 747 is, I fly this Bristol a lot because a guy called Shortfield has a YouTube channel, and he flies a plane very similar to this out of grass fields over there in England. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, the Dreamliner, haven't really flown that much at all. Like all of these Coronados, these are all mostly Cessnas and stuff like that, but they're sharp airplanes to fly. Then you get in some of the modern stuff, which I fly. One of my favorite, I think, probably is the 510. Here, the Mustang, just because it's nostalgic. Concorde, F-14. So, which is a great model. There, that's what we just flew right here. The Dower TBM 930 DC-3 Classic. Another one of my favorites right here. The Chancellor, the 414, amazing flight model, just model avionics, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, so I've got a bunch of planes. There's a bunch of stuff to fly in here. So F-16, personally my favorite airplane of all time, the F-16. So, I mean, come on, look at that. Oh, come on. Here, let's go back out and come back in the hangar. So, it didn't make a, but yeah, we can hit. Come on, let's do this real quick. We got plenty of time. All right, so let's go here. Let's get out of here. Let's go world map, F-16. Let's zoom out. Let's come over here. Let's go way over to here. I'll be honest with you, the game might crash on us. Let's go to right here. Set for departure. Let's do live weather. Let's do real time. And let's go ahead and fly. So let's go ahead and load this up here real quick. Yeah, I kind of prefer the planes that actually that I've flown or could fly back in the day when I was current with my private pilot's license. So yeah, I like the old school avionics. That's why I like, actually, I think it was like last live stream I did like old school IFR, because I like the steam. Okay, it's crashing. So okay, there we go. Good. Yep, absolutely. So it happens because it basically loads all the stuff in cache, the weather and all that kind of stuff, and then when you go change it, it doesn't a lot of times like that. So but yeah, well, with that, maybe we'll need to do some type of military flight. Yeah, do something like crazy. I've done it before, but I've got like Lakenheath. That's over in England. I could do some type of go through the Mach loop, something like that. Yeah, I'll think about it. Maybe we'll do that Go ahead and get an F-16 or something like that. Do some fast, some supersonic, do some low and fast, high and fast, do all kinds of stuff. But yeah, so with that, again, thumbs up because you are amazing. Thank you for joining me. Here, again, click that like button if you do, subscribe if you haven't, comment, share. Come join me in chat in a future live stream. And with that, game on, because I'm your favorite YouTuber's favorite uncle. I am Uncle Mike. Good night, everybody. Good night, Rex. Good night, everybody else that was out there. Peace out. And here we go. Yeah, very cool flight. That TBM is amazing. But again, I got to make sure that I remember to press the old activate approach. I thought it would auto activate, but it didn't auto activate. Like the Airbus 320, it didn't switch over and blah, 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 blah.